Could a simple 1965 Lincoln penny be worth an unbelievable $1.6 million? It might sound impossible, but rare coin collectors are always on the hunt for unique errors and high-grade specimens that fetch incredible prices at auctions. In this video, we'll explore the history of the 1965 penny, what makes some of them worth thousands or even millions, and how you can check if you have one of these valuable coins hiding in your collection. Stay tuned because you won't want to miss this. History of the 1965 Lincoln penny. The 1965 Lincoln penny is part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, first introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln. By 1965, the U.S. Mint was in the middle of a major coinage change. Due to a nationwide coin shortage, the government had recently removed silver from dimes and quarters. To address hoarding, the Mint also eliminated mint marks from coins between 1965 and 1967, meaning all 1965 Lincoln pennies have no mint mark, regardless of where they were produced. These pennies were struck on a 95% copper and 5% zinc alloy, weighing 3.11 grams. While billions were produced, certain rare varieties and errors make some of these coins incredibly valuable today. Common versus rare 1965 Lincoln pennies. Most 1965 pennies are only worth their face value, especially if they have been heavily circulated. However, if you find a well-preserved, uncirculated 1965 penny, it can be worth significantly more. A high-grade example, especially one graded MS-67 or higher by PCGS or NGC, can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. But the real treasure lies in rare error coins and unique varieties. Some of these rare 1965 pennies have fetched massive sums at auctions, with the most valuable one rumored to be worth up to $1.60 million. Rare 1965 penny errors worth big money. Here are the key error coins and varieties that can make a 1965 Lincoln penny extremely valuable. 1. Double die obverse, DDO. A doubled image on Lincoln's face, date, or lettering can dramatically increase a coin's value. Some of these have sold for over $10,000.20. Off-center strikes, a 1965 penny struck off-center by 50% or more, especially if it still shows a full date, can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. 3. Broad strikes. These are coins struck without the collar, leading to a larger, misshapen penny. Depending on the condition, they can be worth several $100s. 4. Wrong planchet errors. Some extremely rare 1965 pennies were accidentally struck on silver dime planchets or other foreign coin blanks. These mistakes are among the most valuable, sometimes fetching over $50,000.50. Ultra high-grade specimens. If a 1965 Lincoln penny is in near-perfect condition with flawless surfaces, it can break auction records. The highest graded examples have been known to reach six-figure prices. The record-breaking $1.6 million 1965 penny. Now, let's talk about the $1.6 million legend. While number 1965 penny has officially sold for that amount, there are rumors of an extremely rare prototype or misstruck coin that could break records in the future. If a never-before-seen error, like a full silver strike, were to appear and be authenticated, it could easily sell for over $1 million at auction. Collectors and numismatists are always searching for the next big discovery, and your penny could be the one. How to check if you have a rare 1965 penny. If you have a 1965 penny, here's how you can determine if it's valuable. 1. Examine it closely. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling, off-center strikes, or unusual features. 2. Weigh the coin. A normal 1965 penny should weigh 3.11 grams. If yours is significantly lighter or heavier, it could be a rare wrong planchet error. 3. Check for luster and condition. The higher the grade, the more valuable the penny. Uncirculated examples with no scratches or marks can be worth thousands. 4. Get it professionally graded. If you suspect your 1965 penny is rare, send it to a coin grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication and grading. Conclusion. So, could you be holding a rare 1965 Lincoln penny worth a fortune? Always check your coins because even a small minting error can mean the difference between 1 cent and a life-changing payday. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more rare coin discoveries. And let me know in the comments, what's the most valuable coin you've ever found? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Welcome back, coin collectors, and treasure hunters. Today, we're talking about one of the most fascinating and potentially valuable pennies ever minted, the 1969 D. Lincoln penny. While millions of these pennies were produced, a rare few have sold for thousands of dollars, and under the right circumstances, a unique specimen could even be worth as much as $1.9 million. Stay with me as we uncover the history, key details, rare varieties, and what makes some 1969 D pennies worth an absolute fortune. The Lincoln penny has been a part of American coinage since 1909, featuring the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor D. Brenner. The reverse of the 1969 D penny features the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. This design remained in use until 2008, making the 1969 D penny part of an important era in U.S. coin history. The 1969 D penny was minted in Denver, as indicated by the small D mint mark below the date. That year, the U.S. Mint produced pennies in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia pennies had no mint mark, while the Denver pennies had a D, and the San Francisco pennies were marked with an S. The 1969 D penny is composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, giving it a higher intrinsic metal value compared to modern pennies made mostly of zinc. Most 1969 D pennies are only worth face value, but rare varieties, high-grade examples, and mint errors can make some of them extremely valuable. Let's take a closer look at what makes certain 1969 D pennies so sought after. One of the biggest factors that determine a penny's value is its condition. A circulated 1969 D penny is usually worth just 1 cent, but an uncirculated coin in near-perfect condition can be worth much more. Collectors seek out pennies graded MS-67 or higher by PCGS or NGC because they are rare in such pristine condition. Some of these have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Another major factor that can make a 1969 D penny valuable is mint errors. Some of the most sought-after errors include off-center strikes, where part of the design is missing due to the coin being struck incorrectly. Double die obverse, DDO, errors, where parts of Lincoln's profile or the lettering appear doubled, are also highly valuable. The most famous and rarest double die penny from 1969 is actually the 1969 S double die penny, but collectors still look for doubling on 1969 D pennies as well. Coins with dramatic die cracks or cud errors, where a section of the coin appears raised due to a broken die, can also command high prices. One of the rarest and most valuable varieties is a 1969 D Lincoln penny struck on the wrong planchet. Sometimes, a penny is accidentally struck on a dime or nickel planchet, making it smaller or thicker than usual. These rare mistakes can sell for thousands of dollars at auction. Now, let's talk about the possibility of a 1969 D penny being worth $1.9 million. While no known 1969 D penny has reached this price at auction, it's not entirely impossible. In the past, rare Lincoln pennies like the 1943 copper penny and the 1955 double die penny have sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars. If a unique and previously undiscovered mint error or variety were to be found on a 1969 D penny, it could break records and reach an astronomical value at auction. So how can you determine if your 1969 D penny is worth a fortune? First, check the condition. If it looks uncirculated and flawless, it might be worth grading. Second, use a magnifying glass to examine the coin for doubling, off-center strikes, or any unusual features. Finally, if you believe you have a rare variety, consider sending your coin to a professional grading service for authentication. Even if you don't find a $1 million penny, high-grade 1969 D pennies have sold for over $3,000, and certain error coins have fetched even higher prices. That means it's always worth checking your pocket change because you never know when you might come across a hidden treasure. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Keep searching, keep collecting, and I'll see you in the next video. Could a simple 1978 Lincoln penny hiding in your change be worth a staggering $1.3 million? Believe it or not, some rare coins fetch unbelievable prices at auctions. In this video, we'll uncover the history, key errors, and what makes certain 1978 pennies incredibly valuable. Stay tuned until the end to find out if you might have one of these rare treasures in your collection. The 1978 Lincoln penny is part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, first introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln. By 1978, these pennies were being struck in large numbers at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. Unlike earlier wheat pennies, these were made from a copper and zinc alloy, weighing 3.11 grams. However, what makes some 1978 pennies incredibly valuable isn't just their age. It's their rare errors and minting anomalies. Most 1978 pennies are only worth face value, but some can sell for hundreds, even thousands of dollars. A well-preserved, uncirculated 1978 penny graded MS-67 or higher by PCGS or NGC can be worth $1,000 or more. But the real jackpot comes with certain error coins, rare varieties, and high-grade examples with special features. Here's where things get exciting. Some 1978 pennies have minting errors that drive their value through the roof. Let's look at a few major ones. 1. Double die obverse, DDO. Some 1978 pennies show a doubled image on Lincoln's face, date, or lettering. Depending on the severity, these can sell for $500 to over $10,000. Off-center strikes, a penny struck off-center by 50% or more, especially if it still shows a full date, can be worth hundreds of dollars. 3. Broad strikes, these are coins struck without the collar, leading to a larger, misshapen penny. Collectors love these, and they can fetch over $100.40. Transitional errors, some extremely rare 1978 pennies were accidentally struck on silver planchets from previous coin years. If authenticated, these can sell for over $50,000. You're probably wondering, where does the $1.3 million value come in? In rare cases, if a 1978 Lincoln penny has a combination of extreme rarity, a unique error, and an ultra-high grade, it can command a record-breaking price at auction. A nearly flawless specimen with a major error could set a new world record in the future. Always check your pennies. You never know when you might have a hidden gem. Now, how can you tell if your 1978 penny is valuable? Follow these steps. 1. Look for errors. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling, off-center strikes, or unusual features. 2. Check the mint mark. 1978 pennies from all three mints exist, but certain errors may be more common in 1.3. Weigh your penny. A regular 1978 penny should weigh 3.11 grams. If yours is heavier or lighter, it could be a rare transitional error. 4. Get it graded. If you think you have a valuable coin, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. Background music fades back in, showing stacks of valuable coins. So, do you have a rare 1978 Lincoln penny in your collection? It's always worth checking. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more rare coin discoveries. And let me know in the comments, what's the most valuable coin you've ever found? Outro animation with channel logo and a subscribe button. Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving deep into the 1984 Lincoln penny, a coin that may look ordinary but could be worth thousands, or even up to $1.2 million under the right conditions. We'll explore its history, key details, rare varieties, and what makes certain 1984 pennies so valuable. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of American currency since 1909, featuring the portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. Designed by Victor D. Brenner, the coin has remained a favorite among collectors for over a century. The reverse of the 1984 penny features the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 to celebrate Lincoln's 150th birthday. This design was used until 2008 before being replaced by the Union Shield in 2010. The 1984 penny was minted in large quantities at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, with Philadelphia coins having no mint mark and Denver pennies displaying a small D below the date. Proof versions were also struck at the San Francisco mint, featuring an S mint mark and a highly reflective mirror-like finish. While billions of 1984 pennies were produced, only a handful are worth significant money due to their rarity, condition, and unique errors. So, what makes some 1984 pennies worth a fortune? Let's break it down. Point one of the biggest factors in determining a penny's value is its condition. Most 1984 pennies in circulation are only worth face value, but an uncirculated penny with no wear and a sharp, lustrous finish can be worth significantly more. Coins graded MS-67 or higher by PCGS or NGC can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, as finding a penny in perfect condition is extremely rare. The real jackpot, however, comes with rare mint errors. One of the most famous and valuable errors in the 1984 Lincoln penny series is the 1984 doubled ear variety. This error occurs when Lincoln's ear appears doubled due to a mistake in the die-making process. This variety is highly sought after by collectors, with high-grade examples selling for thousands of dollars at auction. In fact, a pristine example of the 1984 doubled ear penny has sold for over $3,000. Another type of valuable error includes off-center strikes, where part of the design is missing due to a misalignment during minting. Additionally, some 1984 pennies may feature die cracks, broad strikes, or even double strikes, all of which can add to their value. Now, let's talk about the $1.2 million question. Has a 1984 penny ever sold for that much? While there are no verified reports of a 1984 Lincoln penny reaching this staggering price, it's not entirely impossible. Certain ultra-rare pennies from other years, such as the 1943 copper penny or the 1955 double die penny, have sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars. If a unique and previously unknown 1984 era coin were to be discovered, it could set a new record in the coin collecting world. So, how can you tell if your 1984 penny is worth a fortune? Start by examining it closely. Look for the doubled ear variety, as this is one of the most well-known and valuable errors. Next, check its condition. A well-preserved, uncirculated penny is always more valuable than a worn one. Finally, if you believe you have a rare variety or error, consider sending your coin to a professional grading service for authentication. Even if you don't find a $1,000,000 penny, some high-grade 1984 pennies have sold for over $5,000, and certain error coins have commanded even higher prices. That means it's always worth checking your pocket change, as you never know when you might come across a hidden treasure. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Keep searching, keep collecting, and I'll see you in the next video. Imagine finding a simple 1966 Lincoln penny in your pocket, only to discover it's worth a jaw-dropping $1.7 million. It may sound unbelievable, but rare coins with unique errors and high-grade conditions can fetch life-changing sums at auction. In this video, we will uncover the fascinating history of the 1966 penny, key varieties, valuable errors, and the rarest specimens that could make you rich. Stay tuned until the end to learn if you might have one of these hidden treasures in your collection. History of the 1966 Lincoln penny. The 1966 Lincoln penny is part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, first introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln. By the mid-1960s, the U.S. Mint was dealing with a nationwide coin shortage. To discourage hoarding, mint marks were removed from all U.S. coins between 1965 and 1967, meaning all 1966 pennies have no mint mark, regardless of where they were produced. These pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing 3.11 grams. While billions were struck, making most of them common, certain rare varieties and errors make some of these pennies incredibly valuable today. Common versus rare 1966 Lincoln pennies. Most 1966 Lincoln pennies are only worth their face value if they are heavily circulated. However, if you find one in uncirculated condition, especially with a high-grade certification from PCGS or NGC, it can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The real jackpot comes with rare error coins, unique varieties, and exceptional specimens that collectors are willing to pay top dollar for. Some of these rare coins have even reached values as high as $1.70 million. Rare 1966 penny errors worth big money. Here are the key minting errors and rare varieties that can make a 1966 Lincoln penny extremely valuable. 1. Double die obverse, DDO. A doubling effect on Lincoln's portrait, date, or lettering can make a coin significantly more valuable. Some of these have sold for over $10,000.20. Off-center strikes. A penny struck off-center by 50% or more. while still showing the full date, can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Point 3. Broad strikes. These are coins struck without the collar, leading to a larger and misshapen penny. Depending on the condition, these can fetch over $500.40. Wrong planchet errors. Some rare 1966 pennies were accidentally struck on dime planchets or foreign coin blanks. These mistakes can bring in over $50,000, depending on their rarity. Point 5. High-grade specimens. If a 1966 Lincoln penny is in nearly perfect condition with no scratches, stains, or marks, it can fetch record-breaking prices. The highest-graded examples have been known to sell for six-figure sums at major auctions. The record-breaking $1.7 million 1966 penny. Now, let's talk about the legendary $1.7 million penny. While no official sale has confirmed this exact amount, rumors persist that a rare, unique error coin from 1966 with a combination of extreme rarity and high grade could command this kind of price. If an undiscovered prototype, special strike, or extraordinary mint error were to surface, it could easily become one of the most expensive pennies ever sold at auction. How to check if you have a rare 1966 penny. If you have a 1966 Lincoln penny, here's how you can determine if it has significant value. 1. Inspect it for errors. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling, off-center strikes, or unusual features. Point 2. Weigh the coin. A regular 1966 penny should weigh 3.11 grams. If yours is significantly lighter or heavier, it could be a rare wrong planchet error. Point 3. Examine its condition. The better the condition, the higher the value. Uncirculated examples with a bright red luster are the most desirable. Point 4. Get it professionally graded. If you think your 1966 penny might be valuable, send it to a top grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication and certification. Conclusion. So, could you be holding a rare 1966 Lincoln penny worth a fortune? The only way to know is to check your coins carefully. Even a minor error or rare variety could turn a simple penny into a life-changing payday. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more rare coin discoveries. Let me know in the comments, what's the most valuable coin you've ever found? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.